What's up, dude? Any more luck? I got my limit over there earlier, but it started to slow down real bad.
There was some big ass shadows at that underwater light.
Oh, yeah.
Big, bro. I can't pitch down there, bro.
Yeah, that's why he put that fence there.
The neighbor on the left is out. The shades are down on the windows.
Oh.
But the guy there, nobody came out, man. I got pretty good close to the dock, but I can't pitch it down there, man.
You know, you got to get about like 10 feet away from it and skip it under the dock. But ever since they put that new fence there, yeah, it's hard to get in there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna head back to the ramp and work my way. But I know at that green light that's cornered, I caught some big ones like 22, 16, but a bunch of 16 and up, but a couple small ones too.
The only my limit, man. I got that good one. It was 15 and a half. So, but I got about 6 small ones and 4 small ones at the water green light.
Yeah.
Next door.
Yeah.
That white light, bro, it was hitting up pretty good. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna see right now what's up, but that one slowed down, but you can check it out. What I was doing was throwing it, letting it drop for like 6-7 seconds. No, I was popping it. Pop, slow retrieve, pop, slow retrieve, and they were just slamming it. I'm like, hey, you gotta keep the line tight, because if you don't, you get that bite and let it go. Yeah, so, but it should be good though. Dale, pa, see you later. Yes, sir. What's up, Louis? Unknown Links. Let's try to say that name. Waldsdorf. Sorry, bro, can't say your name. What's up, Vic? What's up, Mr. Border Patrol? I'm heading back from a light that I was just fishing right now, guys. I caught my limit of trout within about 45 minutes. It's been a little slow. I did land a total maybe like 15 trout all night, but I only fished for about an hour max, and it takes me about 40 minutes to get back here. But the buddy of mine is out here too on his little boat, and he's telling me that he was trying to get he saw some nice shadows on these lights over here, but it's hard to fish that light because the guy put a fence underneath that dock, so you got to kind of skip the lure in there. But I'm gonna try throwing my lure right now, right there in that corner of that little shed there, and see if he mentioned somebody was outside, so I'm gonna see if I can creep up in there. It is a little cold. My fingers are getting cold, so I'm putting my hands in my sweater for now for a little bit. Should have had a heat warmer or hand warmer, whatever it's called. But it's been kind of slow, man. Otherwise, I mean, it's slack tide right now. But we still been catching. You guys will see on the video. For now, I'm gonna head back to the ramp, but I am gonna fish a little bit on the way. But I figured I'd go on live on YouTube since I already finished with the video. I am throwing a different color today. I'm throwing what I'm gonna call the halo. It's a brand new color that I came up with. I'm gonna try it out. What's up, Rene? I'm fishing Arroyo today. I went fishing yesterday in Corpus with a David Cavazos and another YouTuber over there. But we did catch some trouts. David got on a redfish and a flat boy, but it was bad, man. It was super slow. I might post that video. It's gonna be a short video though, because I probably caught like 5 or 6 trouts. David landed some nice trouts too, and a redfish, like I said. And I'm not sure what Jake landed. Obviously he was recording for his YouTube channel. But lately, from what I hear, the bite's been slow for a lot of people. But I'm gonna try it out right here. And put the phone down for a second. And let me cast right here by this shed where this white light is on. And let me see if there's anything there. Give me a second. Not the best cast, but let's see if we can make it work. Sometimes there's some nice trouts right here, but like I said, the bite's been really slow right now. So somebody comment real quick just to make sure that the comments are working, because one of my buddies just said that the comments are not working, or he's not able to comment. And if I don't get a comment, then I'll check right now the settings just to make sure everything is Gucci. Got a little thump. Like the video real quick if you can't comment, guys, so I can see. Let's see. Welcome to my channel. Remember the guard. A little more. Okay. Should be able to comment. All comments. Good. Yo. Yeah, it's working. Comments are working, guys. Not sure why you can't comment, John. My buddy John is watching. He's the one that wanted me to go live because he's bored at home. But I can't. I was like, all right, I'll go live for a little bit. Let's see if I can get a fish from here. There's not a lot of lights on right now, and the ones that are on, they're being fished, since there's a lot of people right now for New Year's Eve weekend. So it's been kind of hectic today. Slack tide and a lot of people drinking. I did meet a subscriber a little bit ago. He's gonna be in the video. Crazy fella. All right, let me try popping. That's what I was doing a little bit ago. But there's not a lot of action today like there usually is. But there isn't usually a lot of action in slack tide. But we still managed to catch some fish in that other light over there. But let's see if we can get one on the live. I see some shadows on that other light over there. I'll try to see if I can get close to it without hitting that guy's fence. There you go, John. What's going on, bro? I'm gonna try to, I can't skip this lure on this bait caster under the dock. I need my spinning reel for that. So I'm gonna have to try to just get a little close and try to land under it without getting snagged up on something. Let me try to creep in here, guys. Give me a second. I usually use my spinning reel for this, but and these fish are real finicky too. Once you throw a lure in there 1 or 2 times, they kind of go to the bottom and they hide. But like I said, this guy put a fence there, so it makes it really hard to get in there without getting snagged. Let's try right here one more time. That's why I put the title of the video, Let's Chat, because I know that the bite's gonna be slow right now. I did really well with that back light here, but usually over here on the way back, these other lights, they don't really produce as much, especially in a slack tide. Now this underwater dock right here sometimes has some really nice fish, but it's really hard to get in there with that fence. And for that one, I need to skip the lure underneath the dock, but like I said, I would need to use a spinning reel for that. And my spinning reel has a popping cork on it right now, so that's not gonna work. So they go down. I saw some silhouettes a little bit ago on top, but it looks like they're gone now. It probably went under. So they go down, 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 down. And right now I'm not even moving. That's how slack the tide is right now. Hopefully we can find some better lights on the way back right now, because this one sucks. Yeah, there's nothing here, guys. So let's go find another light. Whew. Warm up my hands on the way over there. Yeah, these fish right here, a lot of times they get really, really skittish. And you have to skip the lure under the dock, but the guy there put a fence there, so you can't cast in there. He was complaining to a salesman that I know at a boat dealership one time about me, complaining about the fence. I'm sorry, about me fishing there and other people fishing there. So he soon realized he couldn't do anything about it, so he put a fence. And so I guess he can do something about it. But right now I'm gonna head out. We got about 1.5 miles back, so we'll see if we can find some lights on the way over there. As you guys can tell, I mean, there's really nothing on. So the ones that were on, there's people partying it up. So, okay. Ooh, my hands are cold. But let's go ahead and start moving, and then see if I can warm up my hand a little bit. And let's see if we can find some lights. There's a white light way over there on the right hand side, but it's not really bright. But usually when those lights around it are on, it's freaking crazy right there with redfish and trout. But they're usually not on all the time. They're usually on only when they're being used, I guess. There's like a gun club or something there, like a hunting, I think it's called the Cast and Blast. So whenever they have people there, it's on. But there are some lights on the left hand side here. If there's nobody fishing them, then I'll give it a couple of casts, see if there's anything in there. But it's not gonna be crazy right now, guys. The bite's been super dead ever since the slack tide came in. But the video will be up. You guys will see right before I went live. Did pretty good at the other light. But I decided to start heading back already. It's cold, and I might head out in the morning to South Padre Island to go fish over there right before I celebrate New Year's Eve. See if I can find something juicy over there for you guys. Maybe some black drum. Some trout and redfish. But if you're bored right now, I'm about to bore you a little bit more, because it's a long pedal back. It's about a 35-minute pedal back from here, and a lot of these people are fishing the lights, so it's hard to fish them. There's some people fishing this light right here, so I can't hit that one. Let me see if I can find some lights that are not being fished. Not a lot of people are catching fish right now either. The other gentleman I was talking to right now, Beto, he's usually out here in my spots on his kayak or boat, and he's caught one keeper all day. So I caught my limit a little bit ago, so we're not too shabby. Oh, I smell food. Someone's doing a cookout. Yeah, I got my limit of trouts back there. Yeah, it's slowed. It slowed down already. You got something? There you go. Right when you guys said that. Hey, cut them up, throw them on a big rod. You might catch a bull red or a black drum. Good luck, man. Thanks. Whew. That's one of my goals, man, next year, to go to Florida and do some fishing over there. But I gotta figure it out, because obviously I'd go with my girl, so if I go with her, I can't just leave her at the hotel while I go fishing, you know? So I'd have to figure it out. I'd have to maybe go over there for a week, let her, I'd probably do like a 2-day fishing thing, let her kind of go shopping or whatever for those 2 days, and then the rest of the week I'll probably spend it with her doing stuff there. But that is on my bucket list. But if I do go to Florida, I'd want to go with a kayaker with experience, to be honest with you. Unless we do like I guess land-based fishing somewhere, or on a boat, on a charter. Oh man, there's so many people fishing the lights. I mean, they are renting the place, right? Who am I to complain? I'm gonna try hitting the light on the right hand side here in a little bit. I don't think there's any fish there, but you never know. There's a green light over here in the corner, but I don't see any action. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that, John. Well, if you're still living over there, but when I go visit, I'd be down. That'll save me some money. Just don't do any gay shit. All right, let me try throwing right here real quick. You never know, man. I don't see any action on top, but you never know. Horrible cast. Horrible cast, sir. My bad. To be fair, I don't think there's any fish in there anyways. But you never know. Let's try again with a better cast. Oh yeah, almost hit the damn fence. We're gonna pop it. I didn't bring any glow-in-the-dark lures with me either. I make a lot of them. I'm gonna let it go down for a little bit, then I'm gonna slow retrieve it. Oof, there was a little blow up on the bank over here. Let me throw that way. Oh shit, foot slipped. I saw one blow up by the bank. Let me see if, oh, I didn't quite hit the bank there. Keeping house here in Florida, Texas. Is when it comes to pigay shit, I can't. Stupid. There's no snook right now, John. Water's too cold. Usually whenever there's snooks, those two lights that I fished way back there where I was at earlier, they usually have a bunch of donkeys over there. I usually catch like 35-inch snooks over there or bigger. But right now I haven't seen no snooks. Since the water's cold, they're not out here right now. I'm gonna give it one more cast. See if I can see anything. Again, I don't see any action in the water, so it's kind of hard to find something here. I'm gonna hit this light on my right hand side here in a little bit though. Or should I? Nah, I'm not gonna hit it. Earlier I threw the line there and there was nothing. And I don't hear any blow ups. Usually you hear a lot of blow ups over there when they're there. But the bite's dead right now. I think there's some white lights over here. Let me see if anybody's fishing them. Give it a go. Brian, I'm just heading back to the ram, so I'm just gonna fish some of the lights on the way back, and hopefully I can catch something for you guys real quick. But it seems like all the action happened before I went live. These lights right here, sometimes there's nobody outside, but a lot of the times they just have small trouts. But they don't have a lot per se, but they have, sometimes they have trout. But again, right now, if there was trout, you should be able to see the blow-ups. And I don't see nothing from here. Let's see. I don't know if there's anybody outside though. I mean, it's a lot of lights, but I don't see any action. Oh, I see a little blow up. I almost got a bird nest. Oh, I hear people outside, but Dude, what the hell? I almost got a damn bird nest. That's why I like DC though, my scorpion, because it usually, when the line kind of gets in a bad situation where it's gonna bird nest, it usually hits the brakes really quick, so you don't get a bird nest. With my other bait caster, my Tranks, man, that thing's a nightmare. Regret buying it. I'm probably gonna sell it. I saw like a little baby blow up a little bit ago, but got a little thump. No, there's nothing there. All right, I'm gonna give it a long shot over here. This place has no lights on other than that little floodlight from what it looks like. But I'm gonna see if there's anything there. I've caught some big reds here, but like I said, usually they have green lights on. Freaking lights up the entire freaking bank. Real nice. But I'm gonna see if maybe we can find something in the dark here. It's like a perfect spot for predators to be, because it's right in the corner of that inlet over there. So a lot of the bait fish is running through from that inlet, in the inlet or out from the inlet. But let's find out. The water's too calm right now. I mean, if there was anything, you'd be able to hear them. But let's give it a shot. Oh, I got a little thump. Sounds like some coyotes behind me somewhere. Oh, there's one. It's a little guy though. Hey, but we found him. Oh, it came off. It was a ladyfish, I think. Spit the hook right by the kayak. Had to be a ladyfish. Real skinny. I think there's a boat coming, and something kind of tells me that boat is gonna come right here in the garage right here. I see like a blow up every now and then, but it's a small blow up right there by that light. Let's see what it is. Gotta keep, there's one. There's one, guy. That's a good one. Or a better one. No, not really. Felt a little bit bigger. It's just a little trout ski. Let's keep an eye on that boat coming in. Little trout. He hit it right by that dock. Hit it right on the drop too. There's one. Okay, it's a little bit bigger. A little bigger guy. Not a big trout, but definitely a keeper, I think. Okay, let's find out. He might measure like 14 and a half actually, little guy. So I think there's some trouts right there by that, where that light is hitting. See what the comments say. Went to convention to buy me Mirage Outback. Going to convince me. Oh, you should, bro. These Outbacks are freaking badass. I trust this thing. I don't even know how to swim. So if I'm out here in the middle of the night, bro, on an Outback, it's because I trust this thing. Yeah, I think there's some trouts right here on the outside of the light. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Oh, missed it. Let me see if I can get a better cast in there. It's kind of hard because it's dark and I don't want to land on the dock and get snagged. that landed. All right, let's do a better cast on this one. Should be money right there. Or not. There's one. Okay, there's a little bit bigger guy right here. It was way out there. Oh yeah, he's definitely a little bit bigger than the other guys. Here he is, guys. This is going to be a good 16 inches. A little 16 inches right here. Little lunch meal if you were keeping fish. See what you guys got going on over here. Say another video, he can smell trout. Yeah, man. 100 any gators, keep rocket with you. You smell trout. The reel that I have is a it's a Scorpion DC 151 for me. Some people use 150. I use 151. The difference is one's left-handed, one's right-handed. And this reel is amazing, man. It's a Japanese reel, so it sucks because when it does mess up, you have to order everything online. Nobody carries parts for it. But mine has upgraded bearings. I have orange sealed ceramic bearings. And every bearing that it has been upgraded. So it's a lot smoother than it was from factory. Oh, I missed it. This DC, man, it's a digital chip, so it does a really good job at preventing backlashes. And sometimes when you do get one, it's never like horrible. Like when you use other bait casters, you get a really bad bird nest, and sometimes it'll ruin your day. That's usually why I always bring 3 reels with me, 2 bait casters and a spinning reel, in case I have one of those days where it's windy and I get freaking crazy bird nest. I'll just use a spinning reel. And I do see gators here sometimes. Usually I see them in the day, I don't see them at night. Gators are usually more afraid of you than you are of them, though. So no, I don't usually carry my 9 with me on the water. It's really bad for the gun too, unless you put it like in a freaking Ziploc bag or something. But then by the time you get it out and you need it, it already got you. Let me see what you said here. I do have a glow-in-the-dark lures, Joel. They're pink ones. RGB Bait Masters has them. They're like a light pink color and they have a flake in them. They glow in the dark. And right now I'm not using the Cosmo. I'm actually using a brand new color that I should have at the store soon. Today I came to test it out. It's called Halo. And I wanted something that was going to compete against the Cosmo for night fishing and day fishing. Something that was a little bit universal, just like the Cosmo. Since the Cosmos are always being sold really fast, I wanted you guys to have another option as well, other than the other colors that I already have. Looks like I might have scared all the trouts already from here. Let me try the bank real quick. Sometimes there's big redfish on this bank here, but it's usually when that green light is on. Usually brings in a lot of bait from the inlet. I have a glow-in-the-dark paddle tails, and I also have glow-in-the-dark shrimps. Just ask the shops, they know. It's like a light pink colored lure. And those are the glow-in-the-dark ones. I need to get a damn sticker for the bag so you guys know which ones, but haven't had a chance to. I don't think there's any more trouts, guys. I think we might have spooked them all already. I'm not even seeing blow-ups anymore. I was seeing some movement a little bit ago, but now I'm not seeing nothing. Sometimes they kind of get on high alert and they'll hide or they'll go under. And they'll kind of wait for you to leave, and then they'll regroup. And the halo is it's like a translucent lure with a chartreuse tail, but the color is a metallic color. It's hard to explain, but under the light or sun, it's got some crazy shine. Kind of like a pearl accent. All right, one more cast and we're gonna move out because I don't think there's anything else anymore. Might have spooked the fish from here already. On this next cast, I'm gonna let it drop all the way down. And then we'll retrieve it. Just let it sink all the way down. Maybe they're in the bottom. No, nobody's home. Yeah, we might have spooked them already, so let's move to another light. Trying to get back to the ramp too, man. Okay, let's put the rod up. And I'll put a picture somewhere in the video of the new color, or I'll put a short clip of it when I get home so you guys can get a better visual of it. It's like a clear color but metallic. It's a pigment that I just got, and I have 3 different pigments, and they're all metallic. So I'm gonna see which ones I put out there. The line that I'm using on my bait caster, I believe, I could be wrong, bro, but I think it's a 20-pound braid, Power Pro. All the lines that I use are Power Pro. From my bait casters to my spinning reels to my bigger pen slammers, all I use is Power Pro. Some people like it. Some people say it's too thick, but I find it to be pretty thin. But I know that there's some other lines out there that are a little bit thinner. But I found the Power Pro to be one of the strongest in my experience so far. You're going out Monday on the boat? I don't think I'm gonna go fishing on the boat on Monday. I don't know what boat you're talking about, but I don't know if you know, but my boat is out of commission right now. I'm gonna try my best to get my boat back on the water by the end of January, but it's a long shot, man, but I'm gonna try. I've been wanting to buy a new motor, but I've been having headaches at work with some deals not going through. So I have a deal coming in this coming Friday. I'm gonna pay some bills off, and then I'm gonna see what's left and see if I can find me a pre-owned motor for now, and then put some money together just to get the boat on the water. And then after that, work on getting a new motor for it. So, but I'm gonna be working Monday through Friday. I gotta put in some time so I can get some fast cash. Might even be able to buy a decent motor. or at least drop down like 10 grand or something, 8 grand, 10 grand on a brand new motor. And the engine caught on fire because I was redlining that boat. The digital gauge that the motor has, it went out. My girls' kids were jumping on my boat one day and they cracked the screen, and it's electronic, so water got into it eventually and it went out. So I couldn't see the RPM, and whenever the engine started getting hot or whatever, it never alerted me since it doesn't work. And I was redlining her, I guess, and then one of the pistons shot out of the block, and that's what caused the fire. As far as the reel, man, yeah, the Scorpion is a smooth reel, man. I love that reel. I hadn't been using it for a good minute. I was using my Corrado. My Corrado's a DC also. The Corrado is American, the Scorpion is Japanese. The Corrado is a good reel too, but I feel like it's more for heavier lures. And the Scorpion, you put a top water on that thing, you can throw it a mile, or a heavier lure. What's up, Jesus? I'm actually gonna be, I have a video, my last video was at the island, bro. I don't know if, are you talking about land-based fishing or kayak fishing? But I just put out a video, okay, on a kayak. I just put out a video on how to fish, look for trouts there by the causeway on the kayak. I'm probably gonna go out tomorrow to South Padre Island in the morning. That's why I want to get back to the ramp already. I want to get home, charge all my equipment, and then go out in the morning again. But I'm thinking about going to South Padre Island in the morning over there by the convention center. I have some buddies that were out there 2 days ago and freaking wrecked it, dude, with some trouts and reds. So thinking about heading over there tomorrow morning and take some shrimp with me to see if we can get a black drum, a big old ugly. Try to win the boat at Shallow Sport Tournament. Yeah, right, bro. I couldn't even win a kayak tournament if I tried. No, I'm gonna talk to there's a guy that owns a boat dealership that I was recommended to talk to him in person, and maybe he can kind of help me out in sponsoring me a motor. So I'm gonna see if he's willing to work with me. I don't want anything free, but if he can sponsor half the motor and I pay half, that'd be badass. Otherwise, it's all good. I'm still gonna get one anyways, but I heard he's a good guy and he sponsors people all the time, so I'm gonna talk to him. That'd be dope, man. But I gotta get home. I'm gonna end up getting home like around fucking 1, and then see how long the batteries take to charge. Since I use an external battery, I gotta charge that battery, and it's a big battery, so usually it takes a long time to charge. But I needed to charge enough to power the GoPro all morning. All right, guys, there's a lot of action right here. Let me throw a rod real quick. I wouldn't say a lot, but the most action I've seen all day. Let's make sure nobody's fishing at first. Yeah, I'm seeing some shrimp jump and bait. Oh, I do see a line. Okay, let's see if we don't disturb them. There's a line right there in the water. See if they don't get mad at me. I just noticed it right now, but it's like way over there to the side. I don't know if there's anything over here, but I switched to the dark because I want to respect the people's area there. I doubt I'm gonna catch anything back here though. Got a little thump. All right, let's get out of here. If those people weren't there, I would have liked to cast the duck. Telling me things, yeah, bro. I mean, not really. Not yet. They haven't told me anything. I've talked to some people with the dogs actually, and some of them are pretty dope, pretty cool. The other ones, they haven't said anything to me, but I've had some people from the docks turn the light off. Or in the case of that other guy in the back there, he's got an underwater light that I always fish, and he freaking put a fence there on the bottom, so I can't skip my lure in there anymore. So I've had that happen, but my cameras were always on, so if anybody ever decided to go crazy, you know, if I had a Karen out here in the water, I'll make them famous. Definitely. So I haven't had that happen yet. You would have seen a video on it already. My cameras are always on, so you want to talk shit, let the world see how you really are. I used to have an extra kayak, bro, but nobody ever fished with me, so it was actually sponsored by Hobie. Fin Factory had sponsored it to me, but I don't have it anymore. It was from my girlfriend, but she never came with me, so I got rid of it. I don't think there's anything here, but I'm gonna give it a cast anyways. It's like super dark, but there's like the reflection of a yellow light from the building. You never know. No, I don't see nothing. I mean, there's definitely mullet moving around though, but no fish, no pescados here. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's get to the ramp. I've tried catching mullets with my hand net every now and then, so they're right next to the kayak sometimes, but I can't catch those suckers. I've only managed to ever catch one time. Free line that dude, caught me a redfish on the bank. %63% battery life. I also want to get out once I get the motor back on the boat. I want to get an electric motor for my kayak. I want to get the Torpedo, so I can really freaking move through this water. That way, instead of taking me freaking 40 minutes to get back to the ramp, I can get back within like 20 minutes. More time on the water fishing, and it's more enjoyable too for me. When I'm pedaling like this, I'm usually moving at about 3.5 miles an hour. But on that Torpedo, man, I think you can get up to like 6 or 7 miles an hour. I think like 6 miles. It doesn't seem fast, but believe me, when you're on a kayak, it's moving, baby. It's like 1,200. So probably gonna get that after. We'll see what happens. I might even end up getting it before it fixes the damn motor. some of these trips, man, they're a little tiring, man. So if I can just sit down and let the kayak just do its thing, gee, be a lot more funner for me. But I'm gonna work. There's some bright lights up ahead. I'm gonna see if I can hit those. See if I get lucky. Find me a trout right there. Joel, as far as the tournaments, I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't think so. I'm not too big on tournaments. I think I got into a tournament like, I don't know if it was last year or the year before that, for some guy that does kayak tournaments every year. I won't mention his name because he's a douchebag, but he does kayak tournaments every year here in the valley, and I did get in that one. That day I went out with another guy, and it was a really slow day, man. I caught a red, like a 27.5-inch red, I think it was. Fat red, definitely weighed more than he should have. But you know, there was a bunch of other fishermen with 2-3 reds. I think 2 reds. I think you're only allowed to get 2 reds. And it was just a bit weird how a lot of people had bad days, and then the people that showed up with their fish, they damn nearly got there like 2 hours right after they started. I was kind of suspicious, but whatever. But I'm not a sore loser. I don't care if I lost that one. But the reason why I probably would get in them, if South Texas Maniacs did one, I'd probably join that one just for fun, shoot some content. But the other guy that does tournaments for kayaking, I ain't getting at that fucking tournament. That guy's a douchebag. And no sense being around people like that. I'm not too big on tournaments, but we'll see what happens. You never know. Definitely not getting into his tournaments, but I think South Texas Maniacs does one every year as well. I might join that one. I might get into that one. We'll see. I got a little thumper here, so I think there's trout here. Got a little thump a little bit ago. No more bites. I got a little thump a little bit ago. I guess there's no more fish. All right, let me try the other light. I don't think I've ever heard of a non-profit tournament over here in the valley. Yeah, I don't mind getting into one of those and helping out. All right, there's no fish on this light. Let me try the other light over here. I mean, I'm not seeing any freaking movement, but you never know. I'll definitely be a sponsor for some of the tournaments though, if they reach out. South Texas Maniacs for sure, I'll probably sponsor that one. I know Marco Ayala, the guy that runs that one. Cool guy. Just heard some gunshots. Crazy. I don't think people are allowed to kill dove right now, or what is it, duck right now. Pretty sure that it's kind of dark to kill some birds, some ducks right now. All right, nothing here, guys. This is where Beto was fishing a little bit ago. He only caught one keeper, he said. There's like no action there. Jesus, what color is good for reds? I'm gonna tell you what I tell everybody, man. It just depends on, are you fishing early morning bite? You're fishing the lights? You're fishing in the evening? What kind of clarity is it? You gotta take into account for everything. If you're fishing like murky-ish water, like, you know, like San Martin Lake, or anywhere where it's dirty water, you gotta remember that if it's dark water, you use a dark lure. If it's clear water, you use a lighter lure. And I've been using a lot of white, which is my Cosmo. It's been doing really well in the clear water. When I go to Port Mansfield and I'm wade fishing, that's literally all I throw, the Cosmo. But I've also seen people use darker colors in clear water, like purple with black, or red and white usually does really well. Green, gold, obviously. Reds love gold. So it just varies, man. I mean, I play around with the colors. I always carry at least like 4 colors with me, and those 4 colors are always going to be like red, white, and I'll carry pink if I'm going to fish clear water, and I'll use a purple. There's a color that I have called the Joker. That one does really well. Usually in all kinds of, I haven't been using it as much as I should, but I've used that one in San Martin and I've killed it with that one. But primarily those colors. Look, guys, I'm seeing some blow-ups over here. I don't think I see anybody fishing either, so I think it's a fish. Oh, I gotta pop my ankle and I can't with these boots. But I think I seen a blow up over here. So I don't see it anymore, but something definitely hit right there. So let's get a little closer, see if we can find some movement. See, I see some bait running. So I'm gonna throw it to the dock over here. I'm pretty sure you guys can't see it, but let me creep up on it. See if there's anything there. This color is already ruined. Let me switch it up. I'm gonna switch to an all pearl color. It's like a white pearl. It's basically the same thing as the halo, but the halo has an orange chartreuse tail. I'm gonna go slowly because I don't want to spook whatever's there, if there's anything there. All right, let me throw over here first. See if there's anything over here. I hear some people in this dock over here, but I don't think they're fishing. So let me try casting towards their dock. Hopefully they're not fishing. I don't like fishing ducks when people are outside, because then I catch a fish and I don't want them to get all mad. They're like, that was my fish. And there's definitely some movement over here on this side. What's up, Jake? Yeah, bro, I got out here earlier. I killed it earlier in some other light. I caught my limit of trout and a couple of other ones, and I went live a little bit ago and caught a couple of trouts earlier on the on some other light. Now I'm over here just heading back to the ramp, but I'm throwing the lure on the way over there. But the bite's been kind of dead. Otherwise, it was on fire earlier, but then slack tide came in. And every now and then I'll get a bite. Definitely caught more fish than the other day when I was with you yesterday, though. All right, I'm gonna pop it here. Sometimes the little popping gets them a little more reactive. You get a little bit of a reactive bite. I mean, there's definitely some little trouts here because I've got little hits right there. Getting little hits. I see movement every now and then, and I got two little subtle hits right there, so that means that there's something there. Just gotta get them to eat. If I can make it work. I mean, there's some little troutskis moving over there, but I gotta switch to the Cosmo. I killed it with the Halo, Jake, a little bit ago. I've been using the Halo all day. Been doing pretty good with it. Now I'm gonna switch colors real quick. I'll have another Halo right here. I decided to call it Halo, so that's what you called it. Let's see if they'll hit it. I mean, there's definitely some small trouts there, but there's not a whole lot of action, but there is some action. A little bit of action. All right, try again. Oops. Almost got a burnous there, guys. The reel, is that what you said? Did you buy your fishing reel? I ordered my reel online, brother. I think I ordered it on Amazon. It used to be $279, but I think it's gone down to like $249. I bought it like over a year ago, like 2 years ago, I think. Had it for a long time now. She's definitely seen better days. Got a little thump right there. But she's hanging in there. Let me get all this line out because this is why I'm getting backlashes. There you go. Should be good now. And I can throw a lure pretty far with it, man. You just gotta dial it in, kind of figure it out. Like every bait caster. This is the area that I was saying earlier that usually has a bunch of little trouts. Not a lot of action on this light here. It's never been a lot of action here. Let me do one more cast. I'm gonna try popping it. See what happens. You gotta thumb it, otherwise you'll hit the damn duck. I know under that dock there's usually reds, but they're small reds. But I can't get in there right now since people are there. You gotta get really close to it and skip the lure underneath. Okay, let's keep it moving. You guys got going on, but yeah. In the comments, who I was with yesterday there in Ingleside and Bayside, Texas yesterday.